Okay, so the plan is to get this jack mounted in the back of the Jeep on the inside, right about there.
If you ever got a boot stuck down in your engine, you can pull it out with a coat hanger.
What am I going to do? I got these brackets, and there's a bolt right here. I'm going to mount these this way on that bolt. Now I'm a piece of unistrut going across, and then I'm going to come out with two pieces coming back this way. The jack's going to mount there, and then I'm going to also put hopefully a shovel and an axe, and it'll be mounted up here on the inside. So let's get started. Ended up being a 13 millimeter. Let's go do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I got this all laid out here. This is how it's going to be. I don't know if you can really see it very good, but there we go. So this is how it's going to be. I cut this long one that's going to go to the brackets we just installed on each end. I had to cut, these are little caps, so nobody gets cut or bonks their head on it. So the bolt can go through there. I cut a little piece out. Those brackets are going to go right here on the end. That long piece is 52 1/4 inches. That was the measurement from outside to outside on the brackets we just installed. And then these pieces coming off, I cut at 18 inches, and then the tools and jack and everything will lay right across there, and then we'll attach everything to this coming back. So I got these brackets. They're flat unistrut tees, and they're going to go on there like that. These are spring nuts. Spring side goes down, and you can see there's a little notch. They twist this way, so they go in there and turn in. If you do it right, they go in there and turn in. And then they get caught right there on that strut. You can just slide them where you need it. And one more for this one. And get everything lined up. I got 3/8 bolts, a lock washer and a flat washer, and screw it right into that spring nut. Right like that. Hopefully that's sturdy enough to hold everything. I might end up having to put a weld right here just to hold everything so it don't bend down, but we're going to go with that for now, and I'll let you know how it turns out. We'll do the same thing right here on the other side. The only thing you want to do is make sure they're centered here, and I got them at about 18 inches apart because I had my axe. It's just a small axe, and it's going to go across there like that. So I wanted to be small enough so that the axe could fit, because that's going to be the shortest thing. And then we'll get a shovel to go across here. Probably put the axe on the outside, it's the lightest. And then the shovel in the jack all the way at the back. So. So I got a bolt that I cut the head off of, cut it to about 2.5 inches, and what I'm going to do is I got a spring nut on the back and a square washer. I'm going to thread that through there and put a nut on top, so it's just a stud sticking out of that. That way the jack can go on, and I can put a flat washer and then a wing nut on the top to hold everything together. So that's what we're going to do. So I got the wing nuts, but I got the wrong size. I didn't get 3/8 wing nuts, so I'm just gonna put it on there temporarily with a regular nut, and that should hold it up there. Alright, so I got it put together and flipped it over. I decided that I am gonna weld right here, just that top piece on, just because I don't want that to bend. Now, if you were building this and you went to Home Depot and bought that slotted strut with the slots in it, you could put another one of these T-brackets on this other side, so there's one on the top and one on the bottom. I think that would hold it good enough, but I'm just going to put a quick weld right there and fill those gaps in just to solid it up a little bit. I learned this trick from a buddy of mine, Scrap to Art Metalworks, and if you spray this right after you weld it, kind of burns the paint on a little bit, dries real quick. That's it. One done, one to go. Not the prettiest welds, but nobody's going to see them. I think they'll hold. I'm going to go ahead and spray paint these black too. Don't be like me and paint your threads. So there is a little bit of play in it. And I think it's just the, most of it is the strut just twisting a little bit. But a little bit of it is this bracket bending. So I'll probably just drive it and let it go. I may end up putting a brace in here, welding it, so that wiggles a little less. Okay, so I got back from the hardware store. I got some 1-inch strut straps for the axe, a 1-inch strut strap for the shovel. I bought a shovel, and then 1.25 inches for the back side because it's a little bit bigger. Strut strap for that. I got my axe. I got my wing nuts, and my wing nuts to replace the nuts that I already have on there to hold that jack on temporarily. So let's go ahead and get them mounted up. All right, got top on, and I cut it exactly perfect. 18 inches was a perfect good length for this. Barely, but I'm hitting right here. The top just barely went on, so that's touching. So I'll probably end up drilling another hole up here, up higher, and this whole thing will just move down that inch or half an inch or whatever it's going to be. But other than that, I'm super happy with it.